Well, I am going on vacation for the weekend, and I got an interesting video. I've been wanting to review this thing for a while and find a time. This is my favorite travel suitcase, the Nomatic method, and this is the carry-on. You know, there's just times when you want to bring a little bit of something, and you don't want to throw it on the bottom of the plane, and you just want to carry it on. This is that perfect time. But I don't fly a whole ton, and I don't know if you're like me. You're like, I don't want to buy a suitcase for the 1 or 2 times a year that I fly. But I also travel, throughout the year, little weekend getaways and all that stuff. And rather than like bringing like a backpack and packing that in or some sort of duffel bag, I absolutely love using this method carry-on bag as like my little weekend getaway, and I'm gonna pack this weekend big getaway kind of live in this video so you can kind of see more about what this bag kind of looks like. First of all, when you're traveling with this thing, it is super light, and I actually had to check this when I first got it. I was not happy about it, but I mean, if you look at this, like, there's a little bit of scuffs here from when they checked it, but for the most part, you can't even really tell. This bag is like in great shape, and what I love about it too is the rollers. I mean, it's hard for me to show you in here, but the rollers, it just rolls so smoothly. So it rolls super smooth, and you got some luggage. You can lock it down and put your own combination on there, which personally I haven't set up yet, and it's probably set as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and this is the inside of this bad boy. So it looks like great. You got a lot of storage here. So you have a big open area right here, and it has little straps where you can push it down, so you can pack it nice and tight, put this on top, and smash that in, which is super great. I use that when I'm traveling a force on the plane. And then you got this other section over here that you can like just throw stuff over in and then zip it closed, and little pouches to put a lot of knickknacks. And this bag is great. I have been super pleasantly surprised with it. It makes me for sure want to bring a carry-on, because I've been the cheap guy that just brings the one personal item, but I'm getting to that age where I'll just pay the extra money now to bring a carry-on, because I don't want to be that cheap, even though all these airlines now are charging you for a carry-on. We're only going for the weekends. I just got 2 shirts. Not 2 shirts, I got 3 shirts. You always need an emergency shirt. Throw in here, so just gonna throw this over down this side. And then I got 2 pairs of shorts. And of course I got 2 pairs of socks, which I'll be wearing flip-flops most of the time, so it won't matter. I got my night, like, walk around the room shorts, just, always need to have a pair of those. And my wife says in case we go out anywhere fancy for dinner or something, I gotta have some long pants, and so I'll put those over here. And a fancy nice shirt, which, thank you, Kyle. I'll put those over here. I always need a spare hat, so going for the Peter Lindgren hat. You know what, I'll throw it in this side. Yeah, that's what I'll do. If you know me, you know I'm a huge Back to the Future nerd, so these are like my 2 favorite pairs of underwear. I'm open, man. I'm an open book, so let's just throw 3 pairs in there. Now, we're going to a resort with a pool, so I'm gonna bring like 2 days worth of pool clothes. You always need pool clothes, and 2 bathing suits. So there we go. Those are pretty much takes care of all the clothing for the weekend, and this is great. Once again, I just take this and I'll just pack this up like so, and you can make sure you get that nice and tight in the bag. But I got some toiletries, so top part here, don't want me smelling, so I definitely got to get some deodorant there. My wife got my toothbrush and everything like that, so in her bag, so I'm safe there. Yeah, this is pretty much it for the Nomatic bag. And then, what I typically do on these vacations is I'll just throw all my dirty clothes on this side when I'm, coming back, and then I can just zip them up and they don't get all over my other stuff, and I know. But oh, I got one more pair of shoes for this weekend. Because, like I said, I'm wearing sandals, but I'll just throw my shoes in this side as well. And then... wonk. So, nice little weekend getaway. Flop that sucker closed. The zippers are like KYY zippers, great zippers. And boom. I'm ready to go with my Nomatic carry-on. Because it's totally the best. Now, since we're going ahead and packing, I figured I'm gonna pack for the weekend. I might as well pack my camera gear too, and do a little keep this going. So, which bag am I bringing for the weekend? Well, if you don't already know, this is the best travel bag out there. This is the Nomatic 25 liter. I absolutely love this. The way the straps are just so secure in my back. I love it. And what I typically will do, I will sometimes even bring my Sling with me so that I can leave the bag in the hotel room and just bring a lot of my main camera gear in the Sling. I chose to go with the pre-cubes for this one, so I can have removable cubes to easily take out, and then I can even fold this top part down. And sometimes if I'm really getting crazy, I'll leave one cube facing up, turn one cube sideways, and take out the top, you know, and then it'll all have I can sit cameras right in. But I think for today I'm keeping it simple, just leaving the camera bag here. In the top I got my power adapter and my hard drive for editing some videos. I do already have in here my Action batteries and my DJI mic mini transmitter that I use with my Action. So this is what I usually bring with my Action 4. This is the Ulanzi. We had the quick release for the DJI Action, and it even has a cold shoe if I wanted to use a mic. But like I said, I typically just use the DJI mini. It's so good with the links with wirelessly, no cables. So anyway, I'll throw this, you know, on the upper part here too. Chest mount in case I want to do any POVs. I am going to be bringing my new camera, so maybe I'll get out and do some POVs, but maybe not. Yeah, my Action and another mount. I'll just, you know, throw the mount in there. And that's if I want to put it on my camera strap or whatever. I got filters right here for the Action already here, and a lens wipe always in this bag. So what cameras will I be bringing this weekend? I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it simple, and I know for sure this is going to be the combo I'm going to bring right here. The 16-35 G Master with my FX2. This camera has been so fun to use. Finally a camera that is fully cinema. This, you know, I love using the eyepiece down like this. So awesome. And it's great for photography, which is a big thing for me because I like photography and video. I can't choose. I use special labels for these, so I'll put the link down for those in the description. I love that company. They do a great job with it. So let's see. I'll just put this down here. Yeah. You know what? Like so. And like I said, keeping it simple, so I'm just gonna bring the G Master lens, the 70-200, you know, because that's simple, right? But I think it'd be a great combination. I'm going to rearrange this a little bit. Got my Sony M1 microphone just to keep it small and light. Sometimes I'll bring the DJIs. I don't know how much I'm going to use that, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of collapse this. Another thing I love about Nomatic bags is their Velcro is on point. There we go. Like I said, Velcro is on point. Anyways, this is my film camera. This is my Canon Rebel 2000. It shoots autofocus and film, and I definitely like shooting film, and it's a good opportunity to get out there and shoot some. So I'll probably just bring it with me. There's a black and white roll, and I've got, I just started of expired film, actually, and it's got 35 shots left on it. So I'm probably gonna bring that, and I'm gonna bring some Cinestill and some Fuji 400 because you can't, you know, Fuji 400 is just a good all-arounder just to throw in the bag, you know, not too high speed, not 100, so right there in the middle. And but anyway, I'll just throw this out there because it's just a film camera. Now, I did upgrade to some CF Express cards, so I probably won't need to swap out my cards at all, but still bring some spare SD cards just for the fun of it. This is the PGY Tech, and then it also has a card reader inside of it. I use the Falcam straps. I love the little magnetic ones. I kind of switched away from the Peak design, believe it or not. And then I got a, this Falcam, and I, quickly snap it on there with a plate, so I don't have to have those little dangly things on every single camera, just have a strap. So I'll just throw all that in there, and I could, if I rearrange the center part, I could fit a lot more in here. It doesn't do this bag justice, but like I said, this is a small weekend trip, so nothing crazy. And for the weekend, I gotta pick a tripod, right? You always need to bring a tripod. Oh, that's a hard choice. So I do have this new fun monopod from Komen, and it's so small, for and compact for a monopod, that is. And it just folds up like this, and I could take this with me, but it's still a little bit bigger than I want. So probably not. I'm probably gonna go for Old Faithful. So honestly, if I had to guess, I'm probably not going to use a tripod. So I didn't want to bring my Falcam. I would normally use that if I know for a fact I'm gonna bring the tripod. Use the tripod. Those twist locks are great, but this is Old Faithful right here. This is the Komen Ulanzi travel tripod. I like this one for the fact that it is still smaller than the Falcam. Even though I like the Falcam way better, I like how sturdier it is, but this one's just so light, I can easily just throw it on the side of my bag, and I can even mount it to the bottom of my Nomatic Sling, and it works great. So what I'll do at this point is just zip this bad boy up, and I already have the clips here for a tripod, and I'll just throw that in there, snap that closed, and I got my camera bag packed and ready to go. And I just forgot something, but that's why I forgot something. My batteries, they're charging right now. I can't forget, this is what I bring my batteries with, the Tri-Charge right here. I got 3 batteries, and then while I'm in the hotel room, I can just charge all 3 with a USB-C cable and be done with it. So I'll probably bring a little USB-C cable with me as well, just to charge all my stuff and my phone and all that jazz, which I did forget. That's a good thing I mentioned this at the end of this video. So anyway, you guys have any questions? If you guys have a favorite accessory that you'd like to travel for small weekend bursts, let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Nomatic is an amazing bag company, and honestly, that's all I use. And I'm gonna bring this bag with me because like I said, I gotta bring it with me just to have a nice carry-on just for the daily walks, because I could just throw my FX2 in here and the 16 and the 35 and the film camera and have them all here and just on a nice rotation. So I'm gonna bring this bag with me as well, just so I have something small. But yeah, that's it. That's what I packed for my weekend getaways. I hope you guys liked the video. Like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube-y things, and you know that I will see you in the future.